Right, folks, welcome back to not War Thunder, DCS. So this is a training mission where we get to basically just try out a bit of everything. Honestly, not even sure what some of this stuff is. I've done all the tutorials. I know that like rack of 8 in the middle are actually Vickers missiles, which are the same as what the K-50 uses in War Thunder. At the end, that's an R60. And the rest, not sure. I guess we'll figure out yeah. So it looks like we've got our landing flaps down, which we don't want. Just regular flaps is fine. Question is, did that just... Okay. Oops. We'll have them in combat. The engines are on and spooled. As you can see from the RPM gauge, we are throttling up. I'm going to hold the nose brake on. And the release. Stop wiggling. Rotate at like 280, I think, because we're heavy. Come on, you bitch. There we go. Right, gear. Flaps up. So we're now following the waypoint markers, and the target zone is at waypoint 3. So up here on the HUD, we've got our altitude increasing in the middle of the screen, and 1,000 meters altitude is the goal. That's like what the HUD waypoint wants us to be at. And then here on the other side we've got our speed, holding 490. It wants to be at 590 though. So we're going to start leveling off for 1,000 meters. Get the speed up. And we're nearly at waypoint 1. That number there, 1.4, 1.3, that's counting down the distance in kilometers to the waypoint. So onto waypoint. Actually, this will be 3 because waypoint 1 is the runway. So here on the HSI, we've got to line that yellow marker up. That's our heading. And then this one on the ADI, that yellow line that's sort of skewed to the left. That means I have to turn left, and that other one means that I have to gain altitude. So that works because now it's saying 2,500. We're nearly up to speed though. We're nearly on course. We're gaining altitude. And we are 12.5 kilometers out. Now, I have markers on because I don't want to risk not being able to find the target whilst I'm recording. And I've used them for all of the training and everything. I mean, in War Thunder I'm quite used to what kind of size you expect the ground vehicles to be at a certain range, because obviously they've done the whole thing to death, but I really don't know how stuff's meant to look yet on DCS, so I'm just going to play it safe.
Select air-to-ground mode by pressing 7 when nearing the target array area. Then press O to turn on the ball display screen. Cycle to the missile
I know
you
this
want by
woman.
pressing D.
I didn't want you to talk to me. Right, so, like she said, 7 is out of ground mode. O puts the TV screen on. And then I've got a thing on my stick, on my throttle rather, to slew. Very slowly slew. It's a very sensitive thing, so I didn't want to like overdo it. I think they might. I suspect they will be in this valley down here. Gonna change back to nav mode because I think I might have overshot the thing. Go down. Where are these targets then? God damn it. Is there a map? No. That's annoying. Why isn't there not a map? Okay, right. Nav mode. Maybe waypoint. Maybe I didn't actually get there. I think I might have made an error. Perhaps. Although I'm fairly sure I was on waypoint 3 before. I don't know why it says 21 kilometers away though, that's very, very odd. I don't think it possibly can be if this is actually where it is. Okay, so we are back on course now. Why is it saying it's 18 point... I don't know. The navigation stuff still kind of confuses the shit out of me, to be totally honest. So this circle thing that's floating around basically is if I put the crosshair in the middle on that circle, and it's meant to guide me through the waypoints, and I can actually, there's an autopilot mode that basically does it for you. But since I'm trying to figure things out for myself, I don't really want to use it, so I'm just following. You know, I reckon I must have been on waypoint 2 and assumed
Adjust the zoom level with the equals and
that I
minus
was on.
keys and slow cursor on the display
I can see
with the
targets
comma,
down there. I think
area,
I might be red.
range, indicated by the
Yeah,
LAQ.
okay, this is it
Turn
then.
on the
So
laser by pressing right shift
ground
plus
mode with 7,
press the
screen
space
on
bar
with
to launch the
0.
missile.
Let's see what kind of weapon I have selected. I'm not sure what Vickers are called. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. Let's see what we can do with this then. Okay, this is on the the laser guide, so I'm going to put the laser designator on with Shift and O. And that's a Vicker, so I did have it selected correctly. M109 destroyed on the artillery pieces. Yeah. Get me and my armoured vehicle knowledge, and then the targeting pod's going to lose its track because it only looks 90 degrees downwards, and it's literally in the nose there. Look. So it was a Vicker. You know what? I'm an idiot because right down here you've got your weapons display panel, and that tells you which weapon station you've got selected. So I can literally just go by that. The Vickers are on the second to the most inward pylon, which is, you know, right there, and that's the one that says we've got selected, so I am a derp. What other weapons do we have though? Because I have no idea what the hell any of these are. Do we have any kind of, what the fuck is it? Yeah. No kind of weapon pods attached, so I don't have any radar guided missiles. That thing on the end looks bombish. So, not a Vicker, what else do we have? They're the big things. 29 ends. They might be laser guided rockets. targets were on the edge of the water, weren't they? Let's zoom in the camera in and start slowing it down. I'm going to slow it right down so we've got more time. That slew is painfully slow. I might have to adjust my settings for that, because that's just... no. Right. Okay, we're in range for whatever this is. I don't know if I actually need this laser on or not, but let's offset one of these chunky bitches. I think that might be... oh, laser guided missile, yeah, definitely. Well, that worked. That was like the most overkill thing ever for a truck. Really not sure what the weapons are really for yet. That's like the one thing that is really difficult with the tutorials, because everything in the plane is in Russian, but everything in the instructions is obviously in English, so that I actually know what the fuck it is. But they don't really explain what the purpose of the weaponry is and what it's best used for, or what it appears as in the HUD. Like 29, whatever that thing is there in the middle, that's the weapon we've got selected. So I know what I've got, I just don't know what it's for. And I can basically judge from the size and the look of it what it's for, but that's about it. So let's go on the outboard now. That looks like a bomb to me. And down here, that YP is my weapon selection type. That's probably a rocket, I imagine. I know that the bombs have like a single letter to denote them, and obviously that isn't a single letter, is it? So I'm guessing that this is going to be a big ass rocket. And I didn't... where are the targets at? We're in range, but it's not releasing. Why is it not releasing? Why is it not releasing? Maybe it needs a laser. I did remember that you have to turn the laser off between passes because it can overheat if you use it for more than 20 minutes total. I don't know what happens when it overheats. I assume it like melts the plane. I don't fucking know. It's a guess. But I forgot to turn it off, so I didn't have it on for that pass because I turned it off in worry. Let's get some flaps down. Gonna put the laser on prematurely this time because there's less things to have to worry about keybind wise. Let's yeah. What is that? That's the gun. I might have pressed the wrong button. Motherfucker. Okay, yeah, it needs a laser. I'm guessing you meant to use those from quite a bit further away. What really annoys it annoys me a lot actually, is that whenever you fire anything, it always comes off the left wing first. So I'm going to end up with like nothing on this side and everything over here, which just seems like a really stupid way of, like, how I can trim the aircraft to balance it out, but why would I not just have the ability to tell it which one to shoot? Maybe there's a keybind that wasn't in any of the tutorials, so that would be a handy thing to know if anyone knows. I'm going to use this this laser guided thing again just to balance the plane out, because using trim is only a temporary solution and it still impacts turns and stuff, which is just annoying. Get over there. Yeah, that's it. Cool. What else did we have then? Yeah, these big ass radar, big ass laser missiles. Let's go around and use one of them. So it's on the right side, so it's going to be that fat bitch there. Just gonna get my speed up a bit, and I'll bank round to the left so that I don't wing stall from the way on the right. Still got the flaps down. Right, laser on with Shift O. I'm going to zoom in with the camera so we can see a little bit better. And let's slew a truck. No, it's too slow. It's too slow. I need to, I really need to adjust my controls to increase the slew speed of the target pod. Right, let's turn the laser off with Shift O again so that it doesn't melt the plane. What else can I get rid of? The other thing that's super annoying is that you can jettison things. Like in War Thunder, the most annoying thing for me is that you can't get rid of rocket pods when they're empty. Well, you can with this, but at least with the SU-25, you can't pick which station you're going to jettison. It just, you press Control W, and you just keep pressing it until it gets rid of everything. But it always starts from the outside and works its way in. So R60's lightest thing always going to be on the end of the wing. But if I want to jettison like that random tube there that's empty because I fired the missile out of it that's useless now, then I can't because I'll get rid of the air-to-air missiles first, which is just kind of dumb. Okay, right. Laser on. Is there a way of centering my pod? Because, like, I'm not sure what is even happening. Where are you, pod? Oh, it's because I have it, like, locked onto something. I'll make it work. In fact, I have a smart idea. Oh, it's just centered itself anyway. I was gonna, like, lock it onto something and then turn the plane towards it. There we go. Let's zoom in. Back that way. Laser's already on. Release. What was that? Oh yeah, that was weird. Massive overkill again. And are we balanced now? We feel much more balanced. So what are these things? Well, I need to trim down quite a bit. That's better. So we've got the 25MN selected, which is third from the end. So, well, yeah, whatever these things are. Let's turn the laser off. I always forget to turn the laser off. Let's put the flaps up because, well, I don't know if you can rip them off or if they get damaged or anything. I haven't done that yet. But on the speedometer, which is that one there, there's those yellow, blue and white little indents, and I assume that that's like the blue one is like the max speed for ripping flaps off. Or maybe that's cruising speed. The white one might be max speed and then the other one might be max for land. I don't know, honestly. I'm just surmising. I'm quite happy with how much general knowledge I was able to apply to this game to try and figure stuff out about though. Like, I think if you're a bit of a nerd when it comes to air stuff in general, then it will help you quite a bit. So, I don't know what that weapon is, but it's 25MN on the hood. Let's lock up a truck. It won't launch. I'll put the laser on. It still won't launch. I'll take the laser off. And I don't know what it is. Is it a bomb? No, it can't be a bomb. I genuinely don't know what that is. It looks like a rocket to me. Let's see if it has like a motor on the back. It's just like... I don't... Oh, it is. I think that's one of those long range things. But how do I use it? I can't remember how I use it. Oh, sorry, excuse that. I'm trying to read my notepad that I've got all my weapon bindings written down on, and it's over to the right, and DCS does not like. Turn on DC. Blah, blah, blah. TV display. Yes, yes, all this. I don't really get what I'm not doing right. Genuinely not sure what I'm not doing right. Let's slow right down. Put the flaps out. Zoom in. Why can you not fire? Oh, okay, maybe you just have to be further away. I'm not really sure why it didn't work before. Oh, I must have been within the minimum. I was assuming... Okay, so on the ticker tape on the left that's going, the arrow's going down. That's like the range of your weaponry. And that big fat green indent is what I thought was the range that I could launch from, but it was actually the minimum range, so I thought I was in range to shoot, but I was actually too close. Right, laser off. What else do I have? A shitload of Vickers. Just the Vickers and that thing then. Okay, let's... flaps up. Let's get rid of this other thing from like as far away as possible, because it looks pretty cool. I think next step is going to be learning what all the weapons are called, so that I don't just call them that thing. And if I learn to ID them on the wing, then that might be a good step in the right direction. So I need to be able to visually ID them, understand their name and what they do, and know which ones I do and don't need the laser designator for. 4.5 nautical miles, but everything else is in kilometers. It's quite aggravating. So let's zoom that in. Let's go over there. Laser on. Launch. Okay, so it's just the Vickers left. But we've already used a Vickers, so I'm going to change to the gun and try and get a gun kill on...
The group of trucks has been destroyed.
That paladin. And I'm also going to get rid of... Oh, it saved the R60s. Oh, okay, that's nice. So I can jettison stuff and not lose the missiles. It's weird because earlier, when I finished the air-to-air tutorial, the only weapons that I had on the plane were air-to-air missiles, obviously. And I jettisoned just to see if it would get rid of them or not, because I assumed that it never would, but it did. And that made me think that it must always do that. Right, anyway. Let's air brake it out. And put the flaps down as well. Turn the laser off, because I always forget to do that. Which one is the gun one then? This bottom one, I think, must be. Yeah, got him. Nice. Let's put the air brake back in. Do I actually need the TV on to use the Vickers? I don't know if I do. Cause it's just a laser, isn't it? I wonder if you can fire them at nothing or if it actually has to be on a target.
The group of artillery has been destroyed.
Well, it's dead anyway. Let's see if I can lock a Vicker onto a wreck. Right, laser on. I'm gonna have to bind laser onto a joystick command because that's just very annoying having to reach around for it. Whoops, wrong button.
Mission success. Congratulations. You have passed
You can
with
fire
flying
them at whatever
colors.
you want. That's nice.
You may RTB.
Okay, right, RTB, so back to the nav mode, but it's the second. No, I can actually use. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself here. So the navigation modes have like outgoing or the mission plan, which is the one that I'm on. Then there's the homeward stretch, which is like pressing it again, and then you can cycle through waypoints by pressing Control and tilde, which is the button to the left of the 1 key. And then you'll see on the bottom here, that's like 220 is the range, and I can cycle through all the airfields to find the one that's closest. So it's probably going to be that. Was it 90 or was there one closer than that? 89, 58. So if I go back to the regular plan, which is to that one, waypoint 4 should put me on final. So I want to be going left. I need to gain altitude and speed. My flaps are still down, that's why I'm so slow. Dirt. Right, we're on the right heading. And yeah, well, I'm just going to get rid of everything else. Get rid of everything. I'm not going to need those missiles. Going too fast. That's the other thing. Up here with the speed, there's like that little triangle below. When it's to the left of the line, it means that I'm decreasing speed. If I accelerate, put the throttle up, that means it's increasing speed if it's to the right, and if I maintain speed, then it sits in the middle. So you know by glancing whether you're accelerating, decelerating, or maintaining a steady course and speed. We're too high now. Way too high. I'm just going to throttle off, put it in a very shallow dive, and line it up with the waypoint. There's the runway, look. 13.1 miles for the waypoint ahead. Way too high. I'm going to put the air brake out and dive a bit. I might also have to lower my graphics settings slightly because I don't have that many fans, but I do have water cooling and my computer is just like getting quite hot, and you can see the FPS isn't always, well actually I don't think you can because the GeForce overlay might not appear on the video, but I have it locked to 60, but it quite often dips below, like as low as 30 quite often. So I'm lowering altitude to match the waypoint of 2199. Bit of a random thing for it to say as, but whatever. not diving too steeply because I'm trying to keep my speed around 550. I'm a little low right now, but that's because I've got the air brake out and I'm going to dive, so I'll figure that out when I'm at the correct altitude, which I actually now am. But we're getting really close to that runway. So I'm going to start setting up for landing. Let's just randomly switch to waypoint 14, which is a bit bizarre. Or does that just put me on the I don't know, that must be the runway, I guess. We must be 20, we can't be 25 miles away there. 25 kilometers is not 4.5 nautical miles, is it? I don't know. Confusing much. Let's put the air brake in and just set up manually. I don't really get how you're meant to read all this landing shenanigans. Let's get the flaps down. Flaps all the way down. Get the gear out. Can I speak to the tower? No, I can't. I don't get why the keybind, maybe it just doesn't work in these test emission thingies. But I've been told that it's is it backslash or forward slash next to Z? One of them. Oh, too fast, too fast, too fast. Air brake out. We've got all the draggy things out. This is going to be an incredibly fast landing. Is there a little bit of a crosswind as well? I think I might have just been naturally sat on the rudder slightly, because it's very difficult to tell where the centre indent is on these rudder pedals. So, well, too fast for this really, but yeah, I'll make it work. Touchdown, get the brakes going. Need to get the speed to lower than, I think it's 180 for the parachute. No, stop rolling, you bitch. P for the parachute. And there we go. Let's get the air brakes back in. Let's get the flaps all the way up. Yeah, let's just get off the runway and then we'll call it. I think that was quite a successful first mission. I got to try out most of the weapons. I'm happy with that. That was my first non-straight tutorial thing where it wasn't just walking you through everything straight away. It's actually quite, it's a lot to take in, but it's quite simple when you get used to it. Like I've got about an A4 page worth of keybinds written down on a notepad next to me, but a lot of them are quite easy to remember, just like anyway. It's very annoying that your ground speed doesn't show up when it's below 80 kilometers an hour though. Like, what the fuck is with that? Let's just stop here. Control C, it opens the canopy. And then I've got throttle switches for turning my engines off, which is left engine, right engine. And then the APU switch to turn the electricity off. And that's a full shutdown. Mission accomplished. So DCS. I'm going to have to figure out how to get more missions or jump on a multiplayer server or something, but I think I'm feeling quite confident with the Frog for now. I just need to figure out the RWR and then like put myself into some situations where I actually need to rely on it and read it and avoid missiles and stuff. But I think I've got the weapons pretty much figured out. I just need to adjust the slew speed of that thing for the missile guidance and the TV. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.